Hey Scorpio, it's Rose from Sacred Waters Tarot, here to bring you your timeless reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and of course my cross watchers of Scorpio. Cross watchers, you know the drill around here, especially if you are subscribed to my channel. You can find out a lot of information about Scorpio, about your person, especially if there's limited contact, no communication at all, or ghosting going on between you and Scorpio. Just keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading. Not everything I say will resonate with all of you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else, and go on about the reading. Now, with that being said, if this video has found you, my channel has found you, welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing. Please like, please share with a loved one. Comment below, guys. I do love to hear from you. Let me know how this resonates with you and your situation. And if you do not want to comment, please consider leaving me your favorite emoji. All this helps my channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. In the comment section, pinned to the top, you'll find all the ways you can book a personal reading with me, and I'd love to hear from you and read for you. Now let's get into your timeless reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and cross watchers. Let's see what's going down in Scorpio town, my Scorpio water babies. Let's see what's going on with my baby Scorpios. It's been a minute. I love you guys, and I'm happy to be back. Let's see what Spirit has to say for my beautiful sign of Scorpio water babies. Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and cross watchers, Spirit. Ooh. Now, all right, guys. The Wheel of Fortune flipped out like this. And I have to tell you, I started this reading before and then I stopped it. I didn't like the way it was going. But the Wheel of Fortune was at the center of the reading, okay? And now it just flipped out again as I'm shuffling for your new reading, because the other reading I didn't like how it was going, okay? Somebody is trying to take away your blessings, because the Wheel of Fortune was upright in the previous reading that you're not going to see. Now it was like this, which means like it's getting ready to turn. You know, the wheel is always turning. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Sometimes we're on a winning streak, sometimes on a losing streak. Sometimes good things are happening to us, sometimes bad things are happening to us. It's always turning. It's very karmic. It's a karmic wheel of fate and destiny, okay? But it looks like somebody, and it can be a Sagittarius, okay? Keep that in mind. Or you could be on the cusp of Scorpio and Sag. Let me know in the comments. Or you could have strong Scorpio, Sag placements, okay? But it looks like somebody is trying to take your karmic wheel of destiny that we all have, okay? Somebody is trying to take away your happiness, your glow up, whatever it is that you have. Somebody is trying to take your good fortune away from you, Scorpio. That is a very powerful message coming through, okay? And I want to find out more about what this is. I'm going to put this back in the deck, okay? And I'm going to shuffle. And I'm going to pull a few oracle cards here to see from the Raven's Rose Oracle. I'm going to do something a little different based on what just happened, okay? Based on what just happened, and see what comes out here, because I have a feeling that somebody is trying to take away something very dear to you, and I don't like that. So let's just see what this is. Spirit, let's see what messages want to come out for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Gift. Token of affection. I want you to feel loved and know how special you are to me. I appreciate you so much. Wow. So you could have recently received a gift from a love, a love interest, either a husband or wife. If you're married, if you're not married, boyfriend or girlfriend. It could even be from a boss. Okay, but somebody's trying to take that, and I feel like that you're also spiritually gifted. Okay, and somebody's trying to take that away from you, and I don't like this. So let's just see. You know, your light probably irritates people, Scorpio. You're definitely probably spiritual gifted. You've probably been given a gift. Options. Whoa. Casual, dating, single. I am keeping my options open. I tell you what you need to hear so I don't lose you. Okay. So right here, you've been given a gift. Okay. But the person who gifted you this gift all of a sudden changes. okay, into saying that they want options. So they go from giving you a gift to wanting their options opened. But they don't want to lose you, okay? And with that Wheel of Fortune wanting to reverse, that card wanting to reverse and flipping out and showing me, like I said, this is the second time I'm attempting to do your reading because I didn't like the vibe. So I'm getting very clear that there's a third party who is taking your relationship from you, trying to take your relationship from you, Scorpio. Okay? Maybe that's why you got the gift. You know, I'll never forget one day, a few years ago, I was in this flower shop, right? And I was buying flowers. And there was a man behind me, and he was, I don't know why he felt the need to speak to me, but he said to me, those are beautiful roses, you know, who are you getting them for? I said, I'm buying them for myself. I was actually buying them for my home because I buy flowers for my home, for my goddesses, for my home, for my family, everything, okay? I do that quite often. So he asked me, you know, and I said, who are your flowers for? He goes, oh, for my ex, well, soon to be ex. I said, soon to be ex? He goes, yeah. He goes, I met somebody else. And I was like, oh, so you're bringing your current partner flowers because you're dumping them because you met somebody else. And he was like, yeah. He's like, I know, I'm a whatever, you know. And I said, all right, well, I hope it works out for you, and I hope the person that you're giving the flowers to is not that hurt. And I just turned around because I was pretty disgusted. But I feel like, and I haven't thought about that in a while, but I feel like you were given a gift, right? But you also have spiritual gifts, right? And now whoever you were involved with is giving you this gift to tell you that they don't want to be in a serious committed relationship with you. They want to keep their options open now. But what they're not telling you is there's a third party there. See these two females here and this one man? There's a third party there trying to change this person's mind to not be with you. Okay? So that's pretty specific. Whether whatever your sexual orientation is, for the majority of you, it's women who date men or women who are married to men. You know, if you're a gay or lesbian, you know, take it how it resonates. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. I felt horrible for the unknown woman when that man said that. You know, that just came up. It was years ago. I remember coming home and telling my husband about how bad I felt. Delays, blockages, divine timing. Every setback is happening for a reason. One day it would all fall into place and you'll see why. Interesting, Scorpio. Interesting. So I feel like your person is about to give you a gift and tell you that they want to keep their options open. They don't want to be as serious as you were. Okay? And you might not hear back from them for quite a while. Maybe after they shower you with gifts of guilt, right? And then they tell you that they want to slow things down. They want to keep their options open. And you know they want to talk to other people. They've met somebody else, and that other person is creating blockages and delays in your life. Okay, so you could be saying, you know, I don't know why this happened. This is my husband for 10 years. I don't know what the hell, you know, my wife for 10 years. They've never been like this. I never thought of them cheating or ever like, you know, or my long-term boyfriend, my long-term partner, long-term girlfriend. We've been living together. We've been hanging out together for years. And all of a sudden they tell me that they want to slow things down. How is this happening? This is coming out of nowhere. This is coming out of the blue. Why are you giving me a gift to break up with me? right? But I think you know that somebody is the puppet master here. Somebody is doing something. The third party that they're going towards, like I said, oh, excuse me, if you hear gardeners, please just hope disregard it. Okay, sorry. But let's get into the tarot now. This is crazy, Scorpio. This is really crazy. You know, just find your own goddamn man. That's what I feel like telling people. You know what I mean? I mean, there are some women out there and men, okay, who are not interested in anyone unless they're attached to somebody else, okay? Because to them, it's like a game, it's like a hunt, okay? Where they can take someone because they're attracted to them, they look good on paper, they know, it could be one of your friends, someone who knows your person really well and knows that they're in love with you or very attached to you, but they want them because you have them and they don't have them. When they could just try to go out and find someone who is not attached to anyone. But no, they want to interfere. They like third party situations. They like to take the person from another person because it makes them feel like they're triumphant. Okay? And there are many people out there like that. And it's sad, but it happens. So, oh my gosh, Scorpio. Let's see. Let's get into the tarot. Let's clarify this. The Magician in reverse. Black magic, chaos magic being done on your relationship to manipulate your person to thinking that they want their options open, or that at least that's what they're telling you. Okay? Meanwhile, they're being drawn in by a third party who wants to take your person from you. Okay? Now, whether they want your person completely for themselves or just to, like, cause friction because they're jealous, they're seething venom, we'll see. But there's definitely dark work being done, chaos magic, black magic, magic to make you guys argue, magic to make you think that there's a third party when there actually is. I don't know how involved your person is with this person, but your person's getting lured in enough to give you a gift. Okay? To kind of like, not make you feel bad, like the man with the flowers, the guy with the flowers, breaking up with his long-term girlfriend because he met somebody else buying her 2 dozen gorgeous flowers. I mean, that's just so hurtful. Two of Wands. See, your person your person can definitely be a Sagittarius for sure. The saboteur looks like either a Virgo or a Gemini. Okay, or they could have those strong placements. And I definitely see that it's a female doing this. So whether a female was paid to do this or the female is doing this, for the majority of the reading, like I said, you are the female and another female is becoming in between your relationship. Okay? So the Two of Wands speaks about contemplation, looking out into the future, saying, I want this, I want that, have the world in their hands, just really seeing a future. And I feel like that is a shared vision that you have with your person and that your person had with you, but now somebody else has it with them. So your visions of the future with your person, somebody else is trying to mirror that, or they want that with your person. And it's causing your person to make them think that they want to have options and be single and date around and see what's out there all of a sudden out of the blue, out of nowhere. So there's definitely black magic involved here. There's definitely witchcraft involved here. And it's causing major delays in your marriage, in your relationship, okay, to move forward. Okay, because you're kind of like, I feel like you guys are on the verge of breaking up or on the verge of trying to argue and understand, why this is going on and why this is happening, you know. Um, you could be realizing that, hey, this doesn't sound right, because like I said, I feel like you have spiritual gifts, Scorpio, and you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound right. Somebody's doing something to cause this, because my person would never all of a sudden out of the blue say they want to keep their options open. You could have kids with this person. You could have just recently gotten engaged to this person. You could be married to this person for a long time. It's going to be different for all of you. So take what resonates. Shady. Oh, I just said shady pines because that's the if you watch Golden Girls, you know what shady pines is. But the tower. Interesting. This spell is going to backfire very badly on the saboteur, okay, where they could start to look ratchet, okay. So I feel like you know this person. I feel like you know this saboteur. I feel like you know this other female, okay. They're going to start to look ratchet. They're going to start to look much older than they are. They're going to start feeling much older than they are. And things that they wished upon you are going to happen to them. Okay? So the spell is breaking. And they're in for a very rude awakening. They could also be I'm picking up they're either a Sagittarius, or they could actually be another Scorpio. Or they could have the birthday at the same time around you. Or they could be a Scorpio Sag cusp. But something's going to happen to the saboteur, okay? And your person could, start to realize, hey, you know what? Scorpio is right. Scorpio has gifts and it's right. And Scorpio is right. This person is trying to lure me in with magic, is trying to create chaos and confusion, is trying to seduce me. The Lover's reversed. Yeah. This overall ties into what has been done to your relationship. The saboteur, the third party, has been doing candles with a male and female separation. They've been doing that quite often, and I think they started back in Gemini season, which is late May to mid-June, okay? Even into June 21st. So let's say just someone who, that's when they started in Gemini season, okay? So anywhere from early June, late May, early June to mid-June, they started doing this. They started doing candles, or to break you guys up. So maybe you guys were having a lot of fights. Maybe the summer was crazy. Maybe going into the fall was crazy too. Lots of miscommunication. Lots of gifts of guilt. So I feel like that's what then they started, because they really wanted to break up this union. But what I'm seeing here is that you are protected by this beautiful white orb of light, okay? And Spirit just wants you to be aware of the saboteur, because the saboteur no longer belongs in your life, okay? What I'm also seeing, like I said, you're going to watch this person pay their karma. They could be revealed very, very soon, because they broke up a divine union, okay? You and your person were never supposed to experience a third-party infiltration. You and your person were never supposed to fight and argue that much, okay? Your person was never supposed to give you these gifts of guilt. That wasn't part of, the plan here. That wasn't part of this union. So this saboteur does not realize that they are messing with a twin flame energy, a soulmate energy, okay, a divine counterpart energy. And when they mess with that, yes, they can win. And they've gotten your person to say, hey, I want to keep my options open. All of a sudden, out of the blue, one week you're picking out wedding dresses, one week they're showering you with gifts because they're going towards a third party. You're like, what the hell's going on? This is not my person. It's a saboteur creating delays and blockages, okay? But it's all happening for a reason, because Spirit wants you to have this saboteur out of your life. This could be even your own sister. Okay, Scorpio, this could be a close family member. Okay, I wouldn't say mother, because that would be really creepy and weird. Okay, but maybe a cousin, an aunt, a best friend, somebody that you know from work. Really, it could be anyone. But I think it's somebody close to you, somebody that you know really well. And they've been after this union for a long time. But what they don't know, what they don't realize, is that this is going to backfire on them very badly, and it's going to affect their looks, their health, their memory, everything. With this Tower energy, it's going to change their lives dramatically, because they mess with the divine union. They mess with two people in love that meant to be together. And when you do that, you pay the heavy price. And that's what people don't understand. When you play with magic, when you do love spells, be very careful of who you want. Make sure that person does not belong with somebody else. Make sure that person's not involved with somebody else. If you want to attract new love, and you want to do love spells to attract new love, or let's say you and your partner are going through a rough spot, and you can do a love spell, because as long as they've told you that they're in love with you and you guys have been together, okay, and you feel that you belong together, and that you mirror each other's energy and all that good stuff, then that will be okay. But when someone does a love spell, a direct hit on a happy relationship, it'll work. But it eventually is going to backfire, and the downfall to the saboteur is going to be horrendous. Okay? So that's what's happening here. So it's up to you, Scorpio, if you want to, forgive and forget, because your person was under some type of domination. But that hurts. I would definitely cut off this friend, cousin, co-worker, sister, cousin, whatever you want to call it, because they just don't want to see you happy. Now, I'm not sure they exactly want your person for the long haul, or if they just wanted to hang out with your person, get close to your person, be intimate with your person, and then dump them. Okay, so this person is very, very, very manipulative, very, very, this bee is a snake, and actually, these readings are timeless, but we are closing out the year of the snake. 2025 was the year of the snake, and boy, was it the year of the snake. I, for one, can tell you that I've seen a lot of snakes in the grass this year. Okay? And, yep. Woo! Three of Swords. Oh, my God. Yep. Yep. This is definitely a direct hint on your relationship to fail. And for you to always think that there's a third party. And it hurts, Scorpio. You're hurt right now. You're very hurt. Because you never expected your person to do this. And you never expected all these blockages and delays and all these setbacks and everything like that. But it's all happening for a reason, for you to understand that this person that you think is your friend, that you think is your good family member, that you think has your back, is nothing but a damn snake. Okay? With the Three of Swords. They want to hurt you. They just want to hurt you. They just want to, hang out with your person, seduce your person, whatever, and then probably dip out. They just want to hurt you because they are jealous of your happiness. They are jealous of your life. They are jealous of your success. They're jealous of your marriage, your relationship, everything. Okay? They don't want to see you happy. So they're going to go for the jugular. And that's what they did. That's what they did. Yep. Queen of Wands in the upright position. I'm getting a lot of, I'm telling you, I'm reading for a lot of you Scorpios that have strong fire placements. Okay? Maybe you're Leo rising, Leo moon. Maybe you're Sag rising. Like I said, you could be on the cusp of Scorpio and Sag, because this is your energy right here. You are the Queen of Wands. Okay? You know what's going on. This card gift has a dual meaning. You are gifted spiritually with the black cat here, okay? And the beautiful sunflower. You are gifted. You are spiritually gifted. You are a good witch. And this is a demonic witch, okay? So you know exactly what's going on. And you're sitting in here with your beautiful energy, with your wand, with your, because you're watching the saboteur receive their karma. And you knew it. This was also a test for you to appreciate your gifts, to appreciate your spiritual gifts. And I feel like what the other person could not do was take away your spiritual gifts, your intuition, your clairvoyance, your claircognizance, your clairsentience, your mediumship, the way you see things, the way you know something's going to happen before it happens, the way you know that your person loves you. That is something they can't take away from you, but they are trying to take away your person. So let's just see what goes on here. Queen of Cups in the upright position. Scorpio, you're definitely the Queen of Wands energy here, but there's the Queen of Cups here too, but it's not a, it's someone who is actually like a psychic, or like a tarot card reader, a medium, tea leaf reader, a diviner of some kind, who you may be going to just to get clarity on what you're feeling. And they're definitely telling you the truth. And they're also telling you that your person loves you, and that this is all because of black magic. Your person wouldn't normally do this to you, but they're under some type of black magic. So you already know, but you're getting confirmation from a psychic, a tarot reader, or someone that you know who's a diviner, someone that you know that has spiritual gifts besides you. And I strongly recommend that you do that, even because even us tarot card readers, it's very hard for us to read for ourselves. If we know something's wrong, and if we're psychic or whatever, we know something's wrong, sometimes we'll consult another psychic that we trust to get the answers, because a doctor can't operate on themselves, so it's the same kind of thing, right? So the Queen of Cups is confirming that your person still does very much love you, doesn't love this person, doesn't understand what they're doing, and it's creating delays and blockages, and your person doesn't know what's going on. Okay, but you do. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. Let's see if you're going to end up back together with your person. Gosh, I can't believe this, right? Crazy. So, yeah, an ally or a practitioner is confirming that your person is in love with you, not the third party. The third party is not even showing their face. Their mask is coming off real quick, though, right? But it's going to backfire on them, and you're going to start to see, if you're not seeing it already, this person's looking all salty, all ratchet, all smelly, dirty, hair undone, makeup dripping off their face. Maybe they've gained a little weight, maybe they've lost a few pounds, they're looking older. It's because Spirit is punishing them for what they did to a divine union. And your person's not in love with them. They never will be. But they were tempted, because there's been a direct hit done many times since Gemini season, okay? For months and months, for you guys to break up. Okay? So it's been in the works, and now it's about to stop. It's stopping now. It's backfiring now. Okay? The bad energy belongs to that person, and that person will pay tenfold. Okay? Oh boy. Six of Wands. You're moving on towards calmer waters. You know what? You're like, you guys need to figure this out, because I know what happened, and knowledge is power. And now I'm moving on towards calmer waters. I'm by myself, okay? My crown chakra is clear. I understand what happened. I understand what was done. And I just need some time now. While you experience these delays and blockages, I'm gonna go within. I'm gonna disappear for a few days. I'm just gonna go meditate, go buy a body of water wherever you live, or something like that. And you're just gonna, clear your energy, because your person hurt you unintentionally. Okay? I do not feel that it was a full-blown on affair. but there was something. There was time spent together alone. And I'm not feeling like an actual full-blown affair, but it was getting real close for your person to back out on you and say, hey, I want to keep my options open. So they were tempted, and they may still be tempted, but now we're realizing why, and you just need some time to process this. Okay? 2 cards came out. Look at this, King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So what this tells me is your person could be an Aries or Leo or a Sag. And I'm getting King of Wands and Knight of Wands energy here. And that's crazy because the Knight of Wands is a younger version of the King of Wands. But being that they're here together, I want to say to you, your person has always been your person. They have had passion for you and love for you and desire for you ever since they were young. So this could be somebody that you grew up with. Okay, maybe they had a crush on you when you were younger, or you had a crush on them when you were younger and you didn't know and you weren't together. But as you got older, you reunited. That happens for many people, and that is a twin flame energy. That is divine counterpart union. Usually you spend years together as friends or around each other, maybe even grow up together, like I said, and then find yourselves together in a relationship later in life that is very twin flamish, that is very soulmate-ish, that is very divine counterpart, that is past life. Okay, so I feel like when they were a knight, because your man is here upright. Okay, he didn't do the dirty deed, or else he would be reversed. Okay, he never did it with this person, and he's never going to do it with this person because the spell has backfired. But I also feel that they took it to that level, not understanding why, because they were tempted. But they didn't. They held themselves together. They kept it under control. They slowed their roll. Okay, and they remember you, how much they wanted you when you were younger, when they were younger, and now that they're a man, they're with you. They love you. They want to be with you only. They're not sleeping around. They're not even sleeping with the saboteur. Okay, they were just tempted. Okay, so I'm just telling you, time and time again, this person will always choose you. But this was a close call, Scorpio. This was a very close call. The Emperor reverse. Wow. Why is the Emperor in reverse here? Your person could be an Aries. So this is your person here. But the Emperor in reverse is someone who cheats on their wives. But I don't feel that this is your person. This could be a friend of your person, or it could be the partner of this saboteur here. That could be the reason. That could be the reason why your BFF or your sister or your cousin or whoever, co-worker, whatever, friend, did this to get back at their cheating spouse. Okay? To get back at their cheating spouse. Another scenario, what I'm hearing from Spirit, because of what they did to you, their longtime spouse is going to start to step out on them and have serious committed relationships with women for the rest of their marriage for what they did to you. That's their karma. Not only are they going to start looking greasy, okay, and trifling, right? They're going to be cheated on for the rest of their damn lives by their man, by their husband, by their domestic partner, by their life partner. Their life partner is going to start cheating on them for the remainder of their marriage. Okay? That's the karma that they have to pay for messing with a divine union. That's it. This is your person. They loved you back then, and they love you now. This is this person's person. They're going to get hit so hard with bad karma that their divine counterpart is always going to be cheating on them and never tell them the truth. Lie to their face. Lie to their face. Have serious relationships with other females or males for the rest of their marriage or the rest of their lives, okay? Because of what this BITCH did to you, Scorpio. Karma's a bitch, right? Karma's a bitch. Oh my gosh. One more card. King of Pentacles upright. Wow. King of Pentacles upright here. Showing up in the reading as the overall message. And I feel like this could be another ally that confirms that, yes, your person was tempted by another, okay? And it was somebody who was close to home, okay? But they didn't do anything. You're getting confirmation not only from a psychic and not only from this reading, but from another ally. It could be a brother-in-law, could be a friend of theirs who's saying that no, this is what the saboteur did, and now that saboteur's husband or domestic partner is going to be cheating on them because of what they did. This imploded. This imploded on the saboteur. The saboteur's not even showing up. Okay? So here we have another ally confirming to get back with your person. Forgive your person because they were not in their right state of mind. They did domination work. They did chaos magic. Okay? So, yeah. Crazy, Scorpio. Look, you don't have to forgive your person right away. I would take my time and try to process what happened because this looks like such a chaotic and such drama between friends and family. And like I said, it's been going on since springtime, late spring, where many people know. It's been brought out. It's been found out. And you have other people confirming that, yeah, this did happen, but it didn't go as far as you think. But now so-and-so's husband is never going to see them the same way again. And they're going to keep cheating. And this is non-reversible now. So the person who did this to you, Scorpio, is going to be paying the price for the rest of their life, for the rest of their marriage until they end it. Until they find, God within and beg for mercy. And, you can forgive this person if you want, but I really, honestly, this happened so you could see that this person was never your friend, was never someone who was a bad family, bad blood, okay? Just stay the course, take your time, and know that your person has always loved you. And this was just a case of chaos magic, black magic. Okay, so I'm wishing you so much love, light, and unexpected blessings. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.